Been talking to a few people on Facebook today, and they've asked me to do a bit more of an in-depth rundown of my Smith Wesson 1522, just to find out obviously all the goodies that I put on it, and how well it runs. So here we go. I've actually broken the rifle into two parts, the lower and the upper, because obviously I'm just filming on my iPhone and it just seems to work better when they're in two parts. But you get an understanding of how it works. First and foremost, I've got the MFT Minimalist stock. It's the best I have found. This is a genuine one, not an airsoft. It basically means this is the most functional. You can extend it and there's absolutely no wobble. I found whether it be an airsoft one, Magpul or anything like that, you get a certain amount of wobble, so you have to tape the back of the fake buffer tube to obviously stop it from wobbling. This one, slap it straight on. It's the mil-spec version and no movement whatsoever. Moving forward, as you can see in the main part of the body, there's quite a few bits and bobs that are the goodies. I have the Tactical Solutions aluminium grip. I've had rubber ones, I've had Hogue ones, I've had airsoft versions. They all seem to fail me. This being a nice anodized piece of aluminium, it works well. You've got the finger grooves to keep you engaged so you can't drop it, but also at the same time it's very grippy whether your hands are sweaty or wet. Really works well. The two pieces you've got here is Strike Industry takedown pin. Okay. In the middle, which is obviously the bit that I was talking about last night, you have the Magic G, the Geisley 3-gun curved. Trigger before I had obviously came with the standard. I went to a CMC flat blade, great trigger, but the hammer spring broke, and after a bit of to and fro, I finally got a spring for it, so I've actually put that in my full bore AR. The other part I have above here is an ND, is the Elfman cross bolt safety. I don't need 90 degree travel to make it obviously safe and live. That is now live. The hammer will drop. That's safe. It's very simple. That's all you need. You do not need all these levers and short throw bits. Doesn't work for me. I can just stand there on the line. Are you ready? Boom, pop it on. The silver lever you see behind, that obviously is held onto and bolted onto the last round hold open, that is a specific bad lever made by NDZ Performance for the 1522, along with the enlarged mag release. Bolts on, the same old bolt as you can see, but on the other side it goes through, and it's a slightly smaller diameter, but it's actually a two-part button. This magnet and the O-rings that hold it in place. You just pop it in. Just, it's easier to hit. Obviously, without further ado, I must announce these are Cerakoted really nicely by Spartan Refinishing. Excuse me, frog in my throat. He did a brilliant job on Cerakoting both the Vinci and the Smith & Wesson. It just makes it so much nicer. It's subtle, but it makes a statement at the same time. Best investment though is definitely the Geisley. Really worth it. 280 rounds last night without a fault. The hammer's quite a strange little setup, but it works well and it was very rapidly firing. So that is the lower of the Smith & Wesson 1522. How much time have I put into this? Very little. Most of it fits straight on. The only thing I did find that was a bit of a pain was getting the hammer in, but obviously that's just working on the spring. Great little piece of kit. Okay, now let me just get the upper on. Here's the upper up close, and obviously here's the Cerakoting. You can see how it's just a really nice smooth coat. It's subtle, but it works well under the grip. He's obviously done the screws as well. It just improves the view of it. Okay, starting at the back end of the upper, I have the Next Level Armament ambidextrous charging handle. I did have a Plinker Tactical, but I just found that it was too old school, and I just like this style, because the other one you had to pinch the grip to pull it back. This one, it doesn't matter where you get it, it bolts back and the bolt flies forward. On the bolt itself, I now have, I don't know if you really can see it, obviously I have Volquartsen extractor. Didn't need it, but you know, just wanted to make sure it ran really well. On top we have the 2017 True Glow 20mm True Tech red dot. It's a, I think it's a 2 MOA model, bright as anything, goes down to dim. I was out shooting till about 9:30 last night and it works brilliantly. Underneath, because I just favour this height of mounts, is a UTG quick release assembly. That's just because it has a what do you call a co-witness mount that comes with it, but I just found that the centre of the eye was about up here, so I didn't like it the way I get my head down. It works better with this mount. Up front you've got the Novesk 11-inch handguard, really well made, and obviously inside there is the, from Black Rifle, it is one of those conversion nuts to allow it to obviously put any handguard on you like. The only thing you do end up with is obviously the gap between the barrel, between the handguard and the upper, so just put a couple of washers in there to fill it out. On the front end, which is what I call the pineapple, is a Black Rain Ordnance 308 muzzle brake. However, I saw this in Florida a couple of years back, just thought that is just damn pretty, so I need to have that. Originally it was silver. SpartanRefinishings.com obviously have done a decent job and a decent finish on it, so it just finishes it off nicely. So you've got, that's the whole rifle really. Let me just pop it back together and I'll just show you it quickly in its entirety. Bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. As it comes through, you have the middle stock, the main upper and lower, the red dot, the handguard, and the muzzle brake. Very, very well finished. So there you are, folks. That is my 1522 for anyone that's interested. Have some fun with them. They're great rifles, very reliable, well made, and well, being 22s, they're just soft as anything. So as per usual, thank you very much for the support from SpartanRefinishing.com. Get in contact with them if you're in the UK. Really well finished, do a great job. He's full out RFD, so if you want to send anything to him, he can receive it, work on it, and obviously send it back to you. So there you go, YouTube. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my boring video, and I'll see you on the range, guys. Take care.